Hi all, I'm Katie Lee, welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me on the start of my fitness journey to become a better, brighter me. If you would like to keep up with my progress, make sure you click that subscribe button, leave me a thumbs up, and don't forget to tap the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of the fun stuff I've got coming up in the near future. Being under lockdown has meant that for the last few months I've not really left the house much. Not been getting as much exercise as I usually would. My two exercises that I've been sticking to over the last 3+ months, the daily walkies with the hounds and going and doing the food shop. That combined with the fact that I have a ridiculous sweet tooth has meant that I have put on rather more weight than I would like. To put things into perspective, by sweet tooth I mean I can quite easily eat a couple of cinnamon buns for breakfast, followed by some cake for lunch, and then finishing off with some cookies and maybe some custard for dinner. That is the level of sweet tooth we are talking about here. So I have spent the last 3 months eating whatever the heck I wanted, whenever I wanted to eat it. And it's unfortunately and expectedly had the effect of making me put on weight. That coupled with the lack of exercise has meant that whatever muscle I had beforehand has gone. In short, I have been completely ignoring my body's nutritional needs in favour of having just one more cinnamon roll, which, if I carry on as I'm doing, I'm going to end up looking like a cinnamon roll before long. It's time for a change, starting right now. Thanks to the magic of YouTube, I get to share my journey with you guys. Start to finish, highs and lows, all screw-ups included. It's going to be scary, it's going to be horribly embarrassing, and you're going to get to see all of it. So why now? I mean, there's two main reasons, one a little more superficial than the other. Of course, I want to look nice, I want to feel nice, I want to be able to walk past a mirror and not just think, "Neh," when I see my own reflection. I want to be able to wear a bikini if I go to the beach or on holiday or to the swimming pool and not feel vastly self-conscious. As it is at the moment, I can't even wear a swimsuit without feeling self-conscious. And I'd like to be able to move past that. I have always suffered with self-esteem issues, with issues about my appearance, and I'm working on it. This is kind of the next step in that, in feeling better about myself. The other reason, which is far more sensible of the two reasons to be perfectly honest, is my health. Diabetes runs in the family and I'm next if I don't make a change. I don't want to end up being the next person in my family that goes on medication for this thing. I'm fed up of feeling tired all the time, I'm fed up of not being able to wake up in the morning, and I'm fed up of getting to 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon and having that slump of I can't be bothered to do anything, I'm tired, I want a nap, I'm fed up and I don't want it anymore and I'm doing something about it. So change number 1, the nutrition. They do say that abs are made in the kitchen, and who doesn't want abs? I want abs, I know I definitely want abs. This is the important part. The exercise is important, but the nutrition definitely more important. After doing quite a lot of research and talking to an awful lot of people who've had very good results doing various things, I've decided to go with keto. Not just because it means that I get to eat lots of cheese and bacon. The majority of the problems that I have are based on the fact that my body doesn't handle high levels of carbohydrates well. If I reduce the amount of carbohydrates I eat, I do better. So it makes sense to move on to a diet that will allow for that. I have picked out a load of recipes, I have looked into what my macros need to be. Initially I will be tracking everything and I will be aiming for around about 1500 calories just to start off with. May go up, may go down, depends, because I do have a weight loss goal and I do have quite a way to go to actually get there. I will be macro and calorie counting on the MyFitnessPal app when I start off. What a lot of people do say with the keto diet is that as you get used to it, you get more used to portion control and you don't actually need to count going forwards because you get an idea of, well, I need to use this much butter and I need to use this much oil, I can have this much cheese, and just by eyeballing it. But I'm terrible at eyeballing things, so I'm going to weigh everything. I'm not really treating this as a diet. It is a lifestyle change. I am going to be changing the way that I think about food. It may mean that certain things I won't be eating ever again. I mean, I can't imagine that I'm going to go for the rest of my life without eating rice. But there are going to be alternatives, and I will find those alternatives and I will document those alternatives so that you guys can see it too. Whether I will stay completely keto after however long, I don't know. Might introduce more carbs back in. Might find that I work perfectly well at 5-10% carbohydrates and end up sticking with that indefinitely. We will see. We'll find out as we go along. But what I absolutely don't want to do is to go down the route of crash dieting, because I have done that before and it does not work. You end up feeling hungry all the time, you're tired, you're lethargic, you can't do anything. All you can think about is food. And that's what the keto diet moves away from, because yes, I will be eating much lower calories than normal, but hopefully it should keep me fuller because I'm eating things that are designed to keep you full rather than carbohydrates, which are turned into sugars and then you just burn through them and then they're gone. The most important thing as well is that I don't want to feel so weak that I can't work out, that I can't lift weights or do a HIIT session or whatever, which leads us very neatly into point number 2, the dreaded exercise. Anyone who tells you that exercise is fun is either lying or has figured something out that I don't get yet. Because you know that endorphin rush that they say you're supposed to get whenever you have completed a particularly difficult session at the gym or a really heavy HIIT session or whatever? I have never felt that. I do not know what that feels like, and I don't think I ever will know what that feels like. Now, I know what achievement feels like. I used to play volleyball. The feeling of achievement when you manage something that you've never managed before. The first time that I was able to spike the ball over the net. The first time that I was able to serve from all the way at the back of the court and actually get it over the net. That feeling of accomplishment is amazing. But I wouldn't have that rush, that happiness that other people seem to feel. That adrenaline rush. But I never had the endorphins at the end of a session. I would be tired. I would be barely able to put one foot in front of the other. I think because of that, I've always struggled a bit with exercising, because there was nothing really to force me to want to stick at it, as I wasn't really getting anything back. And even when I was starting to see results, when I was starting, I was actually starting to get some decent arms going on. I had some good definition along my shoulders from lifting weights and body weight exercises. But it wasn't quite enough because there was nothing there to reinforce it. There was nothing there to back it up. I didn't feel anything. And I didn't feel healthier. I've ended up going back into old habits, and rather than going to the gym and eating chicken and broccoli, I would come home, sit in front of the TV for 4 hours and order a pizza to myself, which is a very sad thing to admit to, but we've all done it. That's what I'm moving away from. So by starting with diet and then moving on to the exercise, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, this time I will actually get somewhere. I am going to start off by doing challenges. Now, I'm sure you've all seen the many challenge videos that are out there on YouTube at the moment. There's thousands of them, and I love watching other people's challenge videos and seeing the progress that they've made, and it's amazing what some people have managed. I'm going to start off with that. Now, we are starting off with the Chloe Ting 2020 Summer Shred Workout, which is 4 weeks, 28 days of hell, starting today. Thanks, Chloe. We'll see how it goes. I will document the whole process, so you'll be able to see how I do, where I start from, where I get to with it, and it'll be interesting to see how easy or difficult I find the exercises. They don't look massively difficult, but I'm also massively unfit, so it may not go entirely according to plan, but we will see. As to where we will go from there, what will come next, don't know. Haven't decided. If you have any recommendations for other challenges that you think I might enjoy or that you'd like to see me try, stick a comment down below to let me know, and I will give them a look. Maybe they will end up being the next one that I do. So what can you expect from me going forwards? Well, obviously the progress videos. and the challenge videos as well. But also, as well as that, I will be doing some food videos. This is going to include my own recipes, the recipes that I really love, and ones that I've just kind of thrown together but have worked out really well. But I'll also be cooking other people's recipes as well and giving reviews on how they turned out. So that's something for you to look forward to. On top of that, I also want to do product reviews. So this could be for things that I have used and find particularly useful as part of my journey. Things that I am trying out on a whim. Everything from 0-calorie sweeteners to sports bras. And dogs. So many dogs. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment down below to let me know what you thought, and don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss out on the next video. And I will see you beautiful people very soon. Stay safe.